Alright, if I can get it into gear. Right, and we're off. Well guys, it is another day and I actually don't know what day of harvest this is. We're not even into the double digits yet and I haven't been able to keep track. But we're still here in the wheat at the lease block. We've only got that bit to go, so I'm guessing maybe 80 hectares, something like that. But yeah, it's actually this morning we got going a bit earlier and it's going quite nicely. So I don't have crazy numbers there. Sometimes when it's still a bit damp from the night before or it's a bit colder weather, it's harder to get the grain out. So you start throwing a bit of grain out the back, or yeah, it just can't thrash it properly, or you've got to go slower. But we're cruising along, yeah, between 40 and 45 tonne an hour, which is pretty good going really. So we should get this tidied off today. Then we're going to take all the gear back to the main farm where the chickpeas are, and we're going to get sorted and get ready there, just see how it all goes there. Hopefully we can be harvesting chickpeas soon, so that'll be good to get that done. Just some very quick maths. Once we get this done, that'll be a total of about 440 hectares harvested, which I think is like, it's like 15% 15 to 20% of harvest. So yeah, when you say it like that, we're getting through it. So a couple of things have happened to update. The truck, the air conditioning's decided to go in that, and it was not replaced that long ago. Pete, who had the truck before, he only replaced the compressor a couple of years ago. So it's just, they're an older style compressor, and yeah, they can give a bit of trouble. So I've ordered a new compressor, a different style compressor, and an adapter plate so I can fit it all up. So we've got a bit of a plan here. We can't do a full up and back without without overflowing, obviously, in the headers. So what we're doing is driving over contours, but what we're doing is we've got the two chaser bins. So what's happening is the first one is getting me, because I'm leading, Brad's behind me, getting me as I turn up the other end, and then I unload into JD here what I've got before I turn around here. Then I can get all the way back up the end, and yeah, same sort of thing. So where there is a bit of a process going on, but yeah, it's just always different. Each paddock's different depending on the yield, to see how far you can get, whether you can make it all the way up or whether you have to cut a strip in the middle and yeah, just turn around short. It all just depends. So there's a lot of thought goes into the most efficient way to do it. Then these contours, some of these are a bit sharper than ideal, but yeah, still you can get up and over them all right. It's just a bit of a, yeah, you don't want to accidentally pick up a rock that's sitting on the top of it or something like that. So you do just have to be a little careful. Yeah, so cruising along at about 6Ks. That's where it's been sitting pretty nicely at the moment. The yield has been up and down a little bit. So yeah, anywhere from sort of 5 to 7 tonnes to the hectare. What do we averaged? Yeah, averaged almost 6. So that's very, very good. Very, very thankful. And we're also in part of the paddock that's standing a bit more. It was a new paddock that we'd opened. Oh, I think it was probably one of the very first vlogs. We were moving rocks out of 80 hectares down the other end of this paddock, and it had never really been cropped before. It was just cattle country. So yeah, the yield and protein was pretty good there, because it was fresh country. So that's where we sort of got out of that now, but still very, very nice. Well, guys, Brad's in the lead at the minute, but I've caught him, and I'm just trying to stay out of the dust. Sometimes if you come up a bit closer, you can get out of the dust a bit more, but yeah, all is still going well. Yeah, we're just gonna struggle to keep the wheat away, I think. Yeah, just with the turnaround in the silos in town, but anyway, we're getting there. We're still going, so that's good. Well, guys, it is just about done here. I'm on the last run. Brad's just there doing that run along the fence. I'm just slowing up here a bit to get out of the dust. It always changes right at the wrong moment. So I've got 2 triples over there. There's another guy. He actually worked with us for a few months, a little while ago. I don't know whether he was on camera, but Nathan was his name. He's got a truck, he's got a triple, and he has come to do a couple of loads for us today because we were backing up pretty well. We were doing probably close to 40-45 tonne an hour each. So yeah, when you start getting that, that's getting close to 100 tonne an hour, and yeah, that's getting the grain off. So we were filling up pretty quick. But yeah, so they've come, got another load. So yeah, we're sorted. We're going to finish this in about 10 minutes, I reckon, and hopefully we can, yeah, this afternoon we can get all the gear shifted back up, and it'll be easy as that. Just wait till we get cracking on the chickpeas, which, who knows, they might be ready now, or we might just hold off, just give it that little bit extra time and get into it. So that's all I got to report, I think, guys, for the minute. I'll update you again shortly, I think. Look at the machine here just go. Usually I'd get out, but the problem is you get out and do this, and then he's usually done by the time you get out and down there. So yes, so it's very handy having someone that yeah, can just hook in and have a go. Righto, guys, we've got all our convoy happening. Phil's back in the star. The aircon's died and the blower motors have died, so he's doing it old school with the windows down. Alright, if I can get it into gear. Right, and we're off. So we've got a bit of a convoy, and we will see you guys when we are up there. I don't actually know what the plan is. We made it. So we're going to swap over some wires for the concaves, just because the chickpeas are going to struggle to get through with the extra wires in there at the minute. So yeah, going to do that, going to blow down, get them all ready, and yeah, we might try it a bit. So yeah, see how it all goes. We're just pulling down to the paddock now. I haven't been here for a few days, so it looks like it's really come online in the last few days, which is great. Clouds out in the distance. They are talking rain for the coming week, off and on. So we've got the base headers, hopefully just can concentrate on this and try our best not to have any header fires. Rightio, so with the New Hollands, they have a 2-speed rotor gearbox, so we I think other headers may have a 2-speed too, so we drop it down to the low speed and run it flat out in the low speed, which is about, from memory, 700 RPM. We'll have a look here while we get our thing online here. Yeah, that's right. Low rotor speed. Well, that's about what I want, although I haven't put the chickpea settings on, have I? Rightio. So aim for 650 on the rotor. Always go down. Concave fan, yeah, we have about 950 or 1000. 950 be fine. You can't blow them out the back. I won't go that wide with my concave. Probably bring it down to about 18. And then that's the gap between the rotor and the metal grates, as it were. I think 35 is maximum, and then the top sieve, we'll open it right up, 18, and then I'll come back to probably 15. And the bottom sieve, always, generally you run it a few mil lower, or yeah, we'll give that a try, eh? Let's see how we go here. What could possibly go wrong? A rock. Just slow me reel down a little bit. It gets very excited, as I said the other day. Steering engaged now, so there's our map. Just gonna concentrate here. Just gonna slow me reel down even more. Just want it just ticking along. There we go. And I'll probably just put it out a little bit. Yep. Then I want to set my height, so I just hold my return to cut button down till it beeps. Didn't hear a beep. Rightio. So we've got our height set pretty good down there. Can't see really any chickies on the ground, which is good. Well guys, we're just heading back up to the hill. It's we did what I did on that job, that we did 2 little fields, so that was one field and the other one. So yeah, just wet the headers up a bit and see where the everything works good, and it has. So we've got them tuned up pretty well. I think they're yeah, doing a very good sample, and yeah, we're just gonna knock off because the new block we're going into has got rocks and I think it's more lodged. So we reckon that might be a daytime job. So we'll see you then. Well guys, we're just hooking up here. We've done our, we might have had morning tea and had a bit of a discussion about what the direction is.
and we've decided we're going to go at this stage contracting. So the neighbour's got plenty ready to go and he's keen, and we're going to be held up for a few days with our own. So Matt's here. I've even got him working.
Don't ruin the illusion.
No, don't. He even hooked that up for me. I didn't even have to get out of the cab. So that was good.
Count on it.
Yeah, I'll rely on it and then he'll let me down. So what we've got to do, the worst thing is now we've pulled all the wires out for the chickpeas. Now we've got to put them back in for the wheat.
You're keen. I'd be going down and checking it.
All right. You reckon check it first?
Yeah. It depends on what variety.
Yeah.
Might be one that shells out really.
It's probably Lancer. Lancer's a pretty proven one around here now. Pretty hard to beat. But there are some new ones that are looking pretty promising. Righto, well JD is up there. He's been working on the reel for about 2 hours. If you want efficiency at its finest, look at him work. Says the person holding the camera, eh? Righto guys.